Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this special session today. My name is Saurabh Nanda, and this session is special because today I have a few of my mentees joining in. They are all going towards the next step in their journey. And I just wanted to know from them how they made career decisions, what are the challenges that they faced, and we'll have a small discussion around that. So let me start with the introductions, and let me start with Manya. Manya, so please introduce yourself. Tell us your name, where are you from, and where are you going now?
Hi everyone, my name is Nanda. I am from Delhi and I'll be joining University of Alberta, Canada, and this fall, and I'll be joining the Bachelor of Science in Engineering.
Very nice. So Manya, when are you going to move to Canada?
I'll be moving in mid-August, but my session starts in September.
All right. Okay. So I think you have slightly more than a month left to prepare.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So Suhavi, welcome. Please introduce yourself. Where are you from? What are you doing now? And what are you going to do in the future?
Hi everyone, my name is Suhavi Nanda. I'm from Jalandhar and I'll be joining OP General and I'll be doing B Honors in Psychology.
Wow, good. So Suhavi, have your psychology pre-semester programs already started?
Yes.
All right. Saachi, please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Saachi and I am from Jalandhar and I'll be going to OP General and I'll be doing BBA over there.
Okay, very nice. Now, Saachi, tell us how is the program so far? What have you explored about the program? Is there something interesting that you would like to share with us?
The program is pretty good and it's suiting me well. So it's nice, sir.
All right, good to know. Now, the first question that I wanted to ask all of you was, what are your biggest challenges in getting career decisions? All right, or in making career decisions? You can name any 3 challenges which come to your mind, which you have faced while making any career or education related challenges or decisions. Why don't we start with you, Saachi?
So the biggest challenge for me was selecting the perfect course. So it was very confusing and I didn't know what I wanted to do. So yes, the biggest challenge was selecting the course, but you helped, so it was easy.
Okay, well, I'm glad I could help. And so the biggest problem that you faced while choosing a college program, what was the confusion behind that challenge?
So there were so many courses and everything had a little bit of what I wanted to do. So there was not a single course that was directly given, that was clear. So yes, it was difficult to choose it that way.
Okay, very interesting. So Suhavi, what about you? What career decision challenge did you face?
So for me, it was mainly fear of failure, lack of qualifications, because I wanted to go to a perfect college so that I can do well in life. But it was a little hard.
Okay.
But of course, you helped. You made a good profile.
Well, I'm glad I could help again. So Javi, tell me, what did you have in mind when you thought about a perfect college?
So I wanted a college with perfect subjects, and I wanted a renowned college so that I can have a good degree, good post-graduation degree, so that I could go to a good college for post-graduation.
Okay, all right. So again, so you wanted a good college. How do you define a good college? Did you do some Google search about it?
So yes, we did, but it was very messy because you search one thing, you get 100 other things. So it was very messy.
What 100 other things? Can you name a few?
For example, I googled some college in Dehradun and I got the results for Shiv Nadar.
Okay.
So yes, it was very confusing because the results were very deferred and it was very confusing, but we managed.
All right. All right. So I understand that you wanted to search for something, but you found something else.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Interesting. Manya, coming to you, what have your challenges been while making career decisions? Your toughest decision-making challenges?
So from the starting, I always wanted a career to stick to. I didn't want that I would choose a job or a career, and then, like most other people, I would find my passion later in life and then change it. So I always struggled with finding the right path for me, and I had areas of interest, but I had difficulty in categorizing them into a proper career, and that is where SN mentoring helped me actually.
All right. Well, I'm glad again that we could help you out. But so Mane, you said something very interesting that you knew what your career interests were, but you didn't want to, stick to something just for the sake of it. And you also said that, how to categorize your career interests was a challenge that you faced, right? Did you search on the internet about how to go about that, how to improve your career choice and so on?
I didn't actually search for it, but I did some research, and my mother is a software engineer, so I talked to her basically. But then also I was very confused about the perfect career for me and the one which I would love to do for the rest of my life. So yeah, I was confused.
Okay, so this is again a very interesting thing, and this is a question for both you, Saachi and Suhavi. By the way, Saachi and Suhavi are twins, so they have done a lot of things together. And so Manya said that she didn't really search the internet so much, but she actually talked to her mother, and she's going to study cybersecurity now. So her mother is a software engineer, so she could help her out a little bit. Did you also talk to a lot of people about finding the right career options for yourself? So Javi, you can go first.
Yes, so of course, because it's human nature. We discuss something we are curious about, and like when we were sitting with our friends and family, we of course discussed many colleges and many courses that we can do, many potential courses. But so it all came back to square one only. We all were confused only at the night. So it's okay. We took our time.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Sachi, when you were discussing these things with other people, what did you find out? Were they able to give you a clear answer, or what kind of answers did you get?
No, sir. So obviously everybody had their own opinion. So it was like everyone is saying something different. So it made it all more confusing than rather making it more clear. So yes, sir.
Okay. And how often, so Manya, how often did you feel this confusion when you were not able to categorize your, interests?
Uh, Very often, because I wanted something to focus and put all my hard work into. So I was feeling a lot out of place, and I found that everybody had a, I think, goal in life, but I didn't have.
Okay. All right. Now, that is something that a lot of us face, right? Like we do listen to a lot of people, but that actually, rather than taking away the confusion, it actually increases or amplifies the confusion. Correct? So how did you, yes, you did take help from me, but apart from that, was there any other solution that could help you make those decisions better? Go ahead, Sachi. Any other
Sir,
source of information?
I don't think so, because everything was not clear and it didn't give answers that we wanted to, you know, listen to. Yes, so it was only you that made it clear.
Okay. All right. So let's discuss about that itself also. So Javi, any other way you could find solutions to it, or was it the counseling that we were involved in that made it clear?
So the counseling only.
Okay. All right. Now, Manya, what about you?
The counseling made it clear, and I basically jotted down all my interests, and I found careers on the basis of that.
Okay. So for Manya, I think for you, it also happened in a way through a process of elimination that you
Yeah.
understood, okay, these, yeah, go ahead.
So during my counseling with you, you basically gave me a few career choices depending on my interest, and then I eliminated it on by researching on net and finding out more about those careers.
Very interesting. Now, since all of you, you kind of started your journey in class 12 or grade 12 with us. So, we'll not go, before grade 12, but I want to know which exact points did you feel confused on? So let's start with your subjects. Did you have an understanding that based on whatever subjects you have chosen in class 12, what college programs, what career options are available to you? You want to go first, Manya?
Sir, could you please repeat the question?
Sure. So you had chosen some subjects in class 12, right?
Yeah.
Now, based on those subjects, did you understand that these are my career options which are available to me? These are the kind of college programs available to me.
Yeah. Basically, my thought process was I hated chemistry and I didn't like physics that much. So maths was my option, and I wanted to do engineering. Basically, that was my decision that I'll choose computer science. It will not have that much physics and no chemistry. So yeah, basically elimination in this.
Okay. Otherwise, what had people and Google told you that with physics, chemistry, mathematics, what are you going to do?
Computer science engineering was an option, then mechanical and aerospace engineering, which
Okay,
required a lot of physics. So I didn't want to.
So a bunch of engineering options were available to you. You only knew about them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Saachi?
Yes, sir. So I had commerce and I hated accounts. So there were many career options that you could do after doing commerce. So it made it more confusing rather than making it easier. So it had like so many options which I had to choose from. So yes, sir.
Can you list down a few options?
Yes, like it listed, I could do CA, I could become, I could do become a business woman, or I could do finance. And yes, sir, it was so many. There were so many options I could choose
Okay.
from.
All right. So Saachi, which exactly which stream are you following now in college or going to start now in college?
Sir, I'll be doing BBA in HR marketing and finance.
All right. So why did you choose 3?
Sir, because I felt that I would do more in that, and yes, sir, it would help me.
Okay. All right. Okay. So Javi, your story is probably very interesting. That's why I wanted to wait for the last. You tell us, based on the subjects that you had, were you clear about what you could do later?
Not at all, sir. I had very different subjects. Like I had economics, biology, psychology. So whenever I talk to people, I would hear, you can do eco, you can do research in biology, you can also pursue psychology. So it was very confusing because I had 3 different options, and I could do different things with them. But it was very confusing in the end.
Were you interested in all these options?
I was interested in psychology. I was not interested in bio that much. I was interested in eco too, because yes, but then when we came to you, we had to do a psychometric test where we got to learn about our interest, our personality, our attitude. So it made things more clear.
Absolutely. Aptitudes, by the way.
Yes, sir.
So that's a very interesting point. Let's just touch on that as well. So guys, there is one part which is, wherein you first try to find information outside, actually what is available, right? What all can be done, right, Manya? Now, once you found that information either through Google search or by asking a lot of people in your life, you could understand that actually there are a lot of options, but you didn't really know which one was relevant for you or good for you. Am I correct in saying that? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And that created a separate kind of confusion. That confusion for you, Suhavi, was solved through the psychometric assessment and interpretation?
Yes, sir. And when we had meetings and we talked about it, so yes, it made them more clear.
Saachi, what about you?
Yes, sir, exactly the same.
Okay. Now, Saachi, I want to know, only one meeting was enough for that counseling, or did it take multiple meetings?
Sir, it took multiple meetings. Yes.
Why do you think, like, I gave you the answer in the first meeting itself, right? But why did we need multiple meetings?
Sir, we need multiple meetings to choose more relevant courses and colleges for us. So it is impossible to do that in the first meeting only. So yes, so that's why we had to have multiple meetings.
All right. Manya, what about you? You think only one meeting is usually enough, or multiple meetings are required? And for how long?
I think multiple meetings are required to choose a career, but for me, it was 2 or 3 meetings.
2 or 3
And
meetings.
then we focused on our application for colleges abroad, right?
Yeah. So yeah, let's now touch on that point. So in the first 2-3 meetings, we understood where we need to go. Then the college process and the application process and all that started. And was that an easy process?
No, it was not.
No. So you needed multiple meetings for that also?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Manya, would you like to tell us what kind of confusions came to you when you were doing the college process, the entire application, shortlisting of programs and so on?
So basically, the confusion was that a lot of universities abroad were offering very much varied career options and courses, and you can mismatch everything, and you could study engineering and also business minor. So that was very confusing for me because I just decided upon a career, and now I have to decide which course would fit me better. So that was, I think, very confusing. Choosing a right um, career option and then choosing a course which is best for me in college.
All right. So, Javi, did you go through similar things?
Yes, choosing the right subjects, it was very difficult.
Okay. And when you looked at different websites, so Javi, of different colleges, did it give you clarity or did it confuse
Not at all, sir. The college websites are really very jumbled and they did not give clarity at all.
Okay.
When I talked to the authorities at college, I especially mentioned that it is not written on your website. It is not clear at all. I want you to make me understand what all is happening.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sachi, did you also feel the same or similar things?
Yes, sir, I felt it too.
And did it increase the burden somehow that, oh my God, the website doesn't say much and I might get into it in this program and then I might have made a wrong decision. So people will, criticize me. Did something like that happen?
Yes, sir. Like this happened very often. Like it made me more, burdened, and I was pressurized. Like I had to choose something, but I was not clear about like what I'm choosing. So I wanted to do economics. I wanted to do business, but I don't want to do accountancy. So I had to choose a program which offered both business and economics at a very good level, but not accountancy. So it made it more difficult to choose it that way.
Yeah. So these confusions, they keep coming, right? And
Yes, sir.
probably you three also felt similar confusions, like at least the similar level of burden or confusion after 10th also when you had to choose your subjects. Yeah. Would you like to share something that happened in 10th with you, and how that confusion led to whatever else happened later on? Yeah.
Uh,
Go ahead.
we were in lockdown in 10th, so it was mostly online. So we were not clear what to do in 11th and what not to do. And I opted for science, medical, chemistry, physics, bio, and everything. So it was a very tough year for me because I did not want to do that at all. I did not know why I opted that in the first place even. But yes, I made it. I made it through the year. I did full 1 year of medical, but then I changed my subjects in 12th.
Okay, you were lucky. You could do that.
Yes.
What about you, Saachi?
Sir, I was pretty clear about what I want to do in 11th and 12th, so it was commerce. I had decided it earlier, so it was not as difficult as it is now.
Okay, so the subject choice was not difficult for you, but
Yes, sir.
the difficulty came after that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about you, Manya?
So basically, after 10th, I didn't have a particular goal in mind. So that was the reason I was very confused between the streams. Um, so I chose science, but in the starting, I think starting and actually the till the end of 11th, I always regretted having a science stream. So now I realize that it was important for me because now my career choice is depended actually on science, and it would help me a lot. Uh, and yeah, I was actually benefited from that decision.
Okay, so that's a very interesting point, that you didn't like the subjects, but now you see the relevance and the benefit of it. So if you had some idea initially how this is going to benefit you, then probably you would have enjoyed the subjects rather than, struggle through it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, guys, I am now just going to share the screen because we had discussed about the AI Career Counsellor last time, and you guys had given it a shot as well. Now, what we have understood is that a lot of your queries are related to facts as to this subject will lead to which career, which college, etc. And those facts were not easily available to you either through Google or by asking people around you, right? Now, the other day we had shown you only the AI counselor, which I've already talked about also in my previous live stream. So if you're watching this, I'll put the link and you can check it out. We've also done one more thing. We've added a very interesting search engine for all of you. Now, for example, in Suhavi's case, how can I read or study biology and psychology in India together? Yeah, so Avi, that sounds like a good question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you will see now that AI is giving you some answers, and it is talking about dual degree programs, interdisciplinary courses, major and minor combination, postgraduate, and so on. Right now, do you can you imagine that if such an answer was available to you, let's say a year ago, this would have really helped you that understand how to do it together?
So, like I said, when we searched about things, it was not clear at all. Like I searched out another college, I got another college. So yeah, things were not clear at all. And with this AI, we have all the answers we want in one place only, without any interference.
Wow. Okay. You want to ask another question based on this then?
Um,
Think about it. Or anybody. Saachi, would you like to ask a question now? Manya? Anyone, go ahead. So it says major and minor combination. So let me ask more questions. Tell me more about the major and minor combinations. Okay. Well, Manya, I think this one gave an answer for you. Complementary fields, look for majors and minors that complement each other. For example, if you major in computer science, you might consider a minor in mathematics or data science. Yeah, which you also realized on your own, that I'm interested in math and computers. So, okay. Now, this is a search that we have started. Now, mostly students ask which is the best program for computer science. They usually first questions are like this, right? In India. When you ask Google this question, Google will tell you a lot of different opinions. It will give you a bunch of different areas, and it will give you a bunch of different websites, just like this. If you see on the right side, what we've done is we've given you websites like Science, SciMago, oh, that's an interesting rankings, US News, research.com, globalscholarships.com, collegedunia.com, timesofIndia.com. So now you're getting sources from India and the US and the world. And after, rather than going through each of these links separately, what it has done is it has just given you a summary of these various links together. Will such a thing help you in your college?
Yes.
So let's talk about college. Now you've crossed the 12th wala threshold. You're all sorted with your bachelor's programs. You're going to join them soon. But there might have been some confusion about what after this. Have you already started thinking about that? Manya, let's start with you.
Not much. I have goals in mind that I want to start a business regarding cyber security.
Wow.
I would actually like to offer these services to higher offices or higher authorities.
And would you like to start that business in India or Canada?
That's a tricky question.
Let's
I
try.
don't know.
Yeah. Why not?
Wherever the demand is high, I'll start it.
Okay, that's again a good question. Where is the maximum demand for it? Good question.
Yes.
So now you're going to study maths and computers, but ultimately you want to be an entrepreneur as well.
Yeah.
So it is asking you to gain expertise, obtain certifications like CISSP or CCSP or CISM. It's asking you to create a business plan, then choose a focus. Within cybersecurity, there is a lot of work to be done, whether it's finance or healthcare, or evaluate the competition, who else is doing it. You can do it based on a SWOT analysis and so on. Does this give you some idea?
Yeah. Gives a pretty good idea.
So it's going in a very step-by-step manner. First, you gain a bachelor's degree in information technology or a related field to cybersecurity, which you're doing. Next, it is telling you that please also focus on getting industry recognized certifications. And most certifications, mind you, might not be related to your bachelor degrees. So it's not a mandatory requirement. Okay. Then you can start developing a comprehensive business plan. So in your college itself, you can start working on the business idea as well. And as you learn more about cybersecurity, then you'll be able to understand what different industries need, and so on. Then you can go on to start your business. If you want to learn more, then Harvard, Simply Learn, Venture Security, Coursera, how to start an LLC, Insurion. So all these websites are available for even more detailed information. So Suhavi, what about you? What confusions are there now for the future?
So there are many confusions, like if I want to practice psychology, like clinical psychology and various other things, or if I want to go into research. So yeah.
Should I go for becoming a clinical psychology researcher or a therapist? Will this question be good for you?
Yes.
So it's saying if you're passionate about conducting research, exploring theories, and contributing to the field of psychology through scientific inquiry, then researcher is better. If you enjoy working directly with individuals, then a therapist is better. It's important to consider your own strengths, preferences, and long-term goals. So it says, after gaining some practical experience or shadowing professionals, so you know exactly what to do now.
Yes, sir.
In college, you need to shadow professionals who are researchers or therapists. And then
so we have this program in college where we get to observe other people going through counseling and all, so that we can do better in our fields.
That's excellent.
Yes.
That means they're already helping you do this, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So because the college is already helping you do this, do you need to feel stressed right now about it?
No, sir, not yet. Maybe a year later.
Maybe a year later. Okay. Saachi, what about you? What would you like to ask?
Sir, I am pretty clear about what I want to do after college. Like, I'll be joining my father's business. So, yes, sir, I am just confused about choosing a course that would help it increase my in my business.
How to expand my family business after a BBA degree. Is that a good question?
Yes, sir.
In marketing, HR, and finance. Okay. Wow. Oh my God. I think half your bachelor's degree is finished over here only.
Yes, sir.
So conduct a thorough analysis, which means you will have to learn how to do an analysis, which the BBA program will tell you, to understand market position, competition, business operations. Develop a strategic plan. Again, your BBA program will tell you how to develop a strategy and a plan around that. Financial projections, marketing strategy, expansion strategies, target market, and so on. Utilize your marketing knowledge. Again, your marketing knowledge will come from your BBA program. And tactics to reach and engage potential customers. Organize your HR practices, manage your finances wisely, new markets and opportunities, build strong relationships, and so on. So in your case, it is quite clear, even through this, that you should focus on getting internships.
Yes, sir.
In let's say other family businesses, which are probably at a bigger place than your family business right now. Then you can understand, oh, this is how they work. Can I
yes, sir.
some of these best practices? Yeah. So
yes.
Again, guys, this is why we created this entire module, so that you can keep on asking all the questions that come to your mind and you're waiting for the answer. If you want a basic factual answer, you can start from here. In fact, it not just gives you factual answers, it gives you very detailed answers. The other thing is the AI Career Counselor, which we have used earlier as well. Help me expand my family business. It will give you a very empathetic answer. Could you tell me more about the business and your role in it? So the search engine is just giving you answers based on whatever you ask. But the counselor wants to know more. So tell me, Saachi.
So sir, my business is about insulators and CP fittings and taps.
Insulators, manufacturing insulators and
CP fittings and taps.
taps. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about your experience and skills? I am just a student. Have you ever helped out or observed any processes related to manufacturing, Saachi?
Yes, sir. I have seen the manufacturing of insulators. So we do it from the start. We buy the scrap. We then melt it and put it in the furnace. Then we mold it, and then we do galvanizing and other stuff. We put it into machineries to make it more fine and perfect according to the size that we are given to manufacture.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have observed the process end to end. Are you comfortable with technical aspects such as understanding product specifications, quality control, and ensuring compliance with industry standards?
Sir, I will be when I join the factory, not right now.
I will be able to in the future. Okay. Do you have any experience or interest in sales and marketing?
No, sir.
Not really. Have you ever been involved in any business planning or strategic decision making? Not yet. So what this is doing is it is asking you questions, but also telling you that these are the various things that you need to learn about.
Yes, sir.
Just like how a counselor would tell you.
Yes, sir.
And then it tells us that based on your answers, it seems you have a moderate likelihood of building a successful career and expanding your businesses. While you may not have direct experience in certain skills at the moment, your understanding of the manufacturing process and willingness to learn and develop skills are positive indicators. It is essential for you to acquire knowledge in product specification, etc. Additionally, consider exploring sales and marketing. So it is already telling you what you should know in order to be successfully able to expand your family business. Now, this is how the counselor is going to counsel you guys. A lot of the questions that you have asked, if you remember our counseling sessions, and Manya, feel free to pitch in here, were mostly factual. You remember, Manya?
Yes, sir.
That, okay, if I do this, then what? If I go for this college, then what? If I go for this course, then what? You remember that?
Yeah.
And in one of the projects, Manya, we talked about criminal psychology also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you put that all together is the next step. But first of all, you have all this curiosity which you want to know about. This AI counselor will actually solve most of your questions over there. How can I combine criminal psychology with cybersecurity? That also this counselor will be able to help you in understanding in a very generic sense. Maybe sometimes very specific also. If you keep on asking better questions, it will give you better answers. Is that a good option for you? That is somewhere you will probably need a counselor like my practice for help in understanding whether it is good for you or not. But almost all your career counseling related questions, which are factual in nature, they will be answered over here. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys, for joining in today. Any last words you would like to share before we end this?
So thank you, sir, for inviting us over here. I would like to say that this AI is very helpful, and it is going to help many students in the future, and it is going to clear out many confusions which I had. And yes, sir, it is going to make our choices more easy and perfect.
Thank you so much, Saachi. Thank you. Suhavi, Manya.
Yes, sir. Thank you for inviting us. Of course, it will help many students. It will also help them choose a path. And yes, sir, it will, of course, help.
Thank you. I feel like I put you guys in a spot. Manya, you have something to share?
No, sir, just I wanted to thank you for inviting me to this live stream. And yes, the AI tool would make our career choices more easier and provide us with the needed help.
All right. Well, thank you so much, girls. Best of luck for your journeys in the future. You all know we're going to have a conversation a few months down the line when you have settled down in your college. Then we'll start strategizing again. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any questions related to the counselor, the AI counselor, or you wish to take career counseling services from us, the details are already provided in the description, and do reach out to us. We would love to help you out. Thank you so much and take care.